What's up, guys? We're back again. Gonna be pulling the 4AGE out of the wagon to slap it in the new car I got over here at my buddy Tyler's shop.
Curtis Customs.
So we're gonna get to pulling everything out of the wagon, and yeah, stick around and watch the progress. All right, so we're just getting we got the axles pulled, transmission fluid drained, radiator drained. Now we're gonna start up here and pull the radiator out, the battery, start undoing all the wires and labeling what we can so we remember where things go. About ready to get it pulled out. Getting her lifted up. Make sure there's nothing. Nothing still, excuse me, connected. Looking good. All right, wanna go ahead and go up with it? Engine is out of the wagon. Now basically, once I get the other Corolla here, I have to figure out, hopefully this will just, the fuse box I have, these are the same plugs on the other one, that would be ideal. But I have to figure that wiring out if I do, and then we'll have to trace the wires for the water temp sensor, the oil pressure light, and then the fuel sending light. Other than that, I think it should be pretty easy. Alright, my bad for the outside noise. I've changed environments. So the Corolla Seca has different plugs right here that plug into the fuse box. So since I'm using an A92 GTS harness and fuse box, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the A92, whatever harness this is for, I'm not exactly sure, but it goes to the headlights and the corner marker lights and stuff like that. So I'm just pulling it off right now, and I'll just put this onto the Corolla Seca, so that way I don't have to do any crazy wiring out here, because that's a lot. So that's the plan, that's what we're doing. Yep. All right, day 2 over here at Tyler Curtis Customs. Damn, he spit all that shit out. Okay, we're getting the motor taken out. You good over there? I'm good. Getting the motor taken out of the Seca Corolla. Just got the coolant draining. Got the top off already. Yeah. Alright, so we're getting this motor pulled out. It's definitely weird. Definitely different than the A92. That's a weird mount. And then on this engine, the intake is bolted to the exhaust.
The axle on this side is fucking weird too.
Yeah, and the axles, look at this. This is crazy. I've never seen the axles, like the stub bolts onto it. I guess it would kind of make it easier to change them out, but we didn't want to do all that, so we pulled the whole thing out. But yeah, we're getting it. Just getting it pulled out. Another day. We're on day 3 now. Found out I need to, well, I guess I don't need to, but since I'm not the smartest with wiring, I'm just swapping the whole column over, the whole dash harness over, fuse boxes, basically turning this into a AE92. That's what's going on right now. So getting ready to pull this column out. My original plan was to try and swap the AE92 what are these called? I can't remember the name of them, but the switch is over, but it does not bolt on like I thought it was going to, even though they look like they were totally going to work. So now I'm going and swapping the whole column, apparently on a really old Toyota forum from like 2016 or 2015, I think it said. Somebody did this swap and it only works. I mean, you can make it work with the manual rack too, but it's a lot easier if they both have power steering racks, which they do. So I'm just swapping over the power steering rack. I got the 4AG harness in. We had to make another hole for it right here. So we got that in. And I'll cap off that one over there. I got a 3D printer, so I'll just measure it and make a cap for it. But so now I'm getting ready to pull the A82 center steering column out and swap in the A92 one, which supposedly it's supposed to just bolt right up, but you know how things go. So I'm gonna get this one swapped over, and then I gotta pull the dash harness out of that car and pull the dash harness out of this car, and then I'm probably gonna have to figure out how to wire in the gauge cluster right here. Hey, what are you doing there, bud? But yeah, so we basically gotta take this whole dash apart, take that whole dash apart, and go from there. Alright, got the A92 steering in here. Not perfectly center. Had to elongate some holes down here. Oh, let me get my light on 1 second here. A little bit out and back for it to fit. But I mean, not bad, you know. It's not. It could have been like right here. Which, I mean, I still could elongate the holes a little bit and wiggle it into the right spot, but I'll take that for now. Alright, here's where we're at. Another little update. Getting the dash pulled out. Got the AE92 steering column up in there. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Set you guys up real quick somewhere. Nope, not a problem. Not an option, I mean. Oh. There is the dash. I just gotta take all that wiring out and the fuse boxes.